members of the Jedi Council, brothers and sisters of the Force. We stand together at a crossroads in the history of our order. A time of great uncertainty, of deepening shadows. The galaxy trembles under the weight of conflict and fear, and darkness creeps ever closer to the heart of the Republic we have sworn to defend. And yet, despite the storm gathering around us, I say this: we are not afraid. For thousands of years, we have stood as the guardians of peace and justice, not through fear or domination, but through wisdom, compassion, and the strength of our unity with the Force. That is what it means to be Jedi, to serve not ourselves, but the galaxy, to protect the innocent, to guide the lost, and to stand unwavering against tyranny and darkness, wherever it may rise. And now, as we face one of the greatest challenges in our long history, it is essential that we remember who we are and what we fight for. The dark side is not a new enemy. It is an old foe, ancient, insidious, always lurking in the shadows, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. The Sith, long believed to be defeated, have returned. Their agents move through the galaxy like a cancer, spreading fear, division, and suffering. They seek to undo everything we have sworn to protect. They will offer false promises of power and control, whispering to the weak that through rage and fear they can find strength. But we know better. Yes, the dark side is seductive. It promises quick solutions, easy victories. It preys on the emotions we all struggle with: anger, hatred, despair. It offers shortcuts through the pain, through the confusion, through the chaos of this galaxy. But the dark side only gives the illusion of control. In truth, it enslaves. Those who walk its path do not find power. They are consumed by it. They become tools of darkness, not its master. As Jedi, we have chosen a different path. A harder path, yes, but the only path that leads to true peace. We do not chase power for its own sake. We seek balance, harmony with the Force, and the preservation of life. In this galaxy, torn apart by war, greed, and corruption, that may seem like an impossible ideal. But it is in the most difficult of times that we must hold to our ideals with the greatest strength. The people of the galaxy need us now more than ever. They need the Jedi to be the beacons of hope we have always been. They look to us not for conquest, not for dominion, but for protection, for justice, for peace. And we will answer that call, not with anger, not with violence, but with the full strength of our commitment to the light. Do not mistake our restraint for weakness. Do not mistake our compassion for naivety. The Jedi are not passive. We are warriors when we must be. We are defenders of the helpless. When the time comes, we will fight. But we will fight not for victory over others, but for victory over darkness itself. It is easy, in times like these, to feel fear. The Sith seek to turn that fear into a weapon against us, to cloud our minds and weaken our resolve. But remember this, my fellow Jedi. Fear is the path to the dark side. When fear takes root in our hearts, it breeds anger. Anger becomes hatred, and hatred consumes. But we are Jedi. We rise above fear, above anger. We do not let it control us. We control it. It is also in times of war, when the lines between good and evil blur, that we must remain the most vigilant in protecting our hearts from the poison of hatred. We will face betrayal, and we will lose friends. But we must not let grief turn to vengeance. A Jedi's strength flows from peace. Peace within ourselves. Peace within the Force. It is that inner calm that gives us the clarity to see the truth, even when the galaxy falls into chaos. The Sith believe in a future where power is all that matters, where control is everything. But power without purpose is hollow, and control without wisdom leads only to destruction. That is why they will fail. The dark side may grow in strength, but it will never overpower the light. Not while we stand together. Not while the Force flows through us. And so I call on each of you now to remember why we took the oath to serve. We are not here to dominate, but to uplift. We are not here to impose our will, but to bring balance, peace, and justice to the galaxy. Each of us carries within us the responsibility of countless lives. Each of us carries the light of the Jedi. In the coming days, we will be tested as we never have before. The Sith will strike from the shadows. Our enemies will try to divide us. The galaxy itself may cry out for violence and retribution. But we must hold true to our path. No matter how dark the days ahead, the light of the Jedi will never be extinguished. As long as we remain united, as long as we remain steadfast in our purpose, the darkness will never overcome us. For the Force is with us always. It connects all living things. It binds the galaxy together. And it will guide us. When the future seems clouded, when all seems lost, trust in the Force. Trust in yourselves, trust in each other, and trust in the light that has always been and always will be the greatest power in the galaxy. We are Jedi. We stand for hope when there is none. We are the light in the dark. And together, we will face whatever comes, strong, resolute, and unshaken. May the Force be with us all.